All right, hello out there, everyone in Radio Land and YouTube Land. This is Amateur Radio Roundtable. I'm Tom, W5KUB, and I got a
You've
little
got an
echo.
echo, Tom.
I got a little echo. I'm gonna fix that right there now. The echo's gone. Hey,
Yep.
hey, welcome to the show tonight. Glad to have you. If you're out there listening on International Shortwave on WBCQ, we're glad to have you. This show is about ham radio, shortwave listening, and electronics, things of that nature. So many of us got started as shortwave listeners. We welcome you, and we're glad you're with us. Send me an email, if you will, to tom@w5kub.com, tom@w5kub.com. If you'd like to join the show live, our live video shows on Tuesday nights, 8 till 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and you can just go to w5kub.com to join that. You can join us in the chat room and the video there. If you will, hey man, I'd like for you to hit that subscribe button. It's down here. I'm putting a little arrow there to help you out. Hit that subscribe button. It helps YouTube to advertise our show, and that we really appreciate that if you would do that. Join our Facebook group if you have not already done so. Our Facebook group is called W5KUB. That's the short name. The long name is Amateur Radio Roundtable, but no need of typing it all in. Just type in W5KUB in the Facebook search, and you'll come up with our ham radio shortwave website, web group, and we'll let you be a member like instantly there. We've got about 14,000 members in that group now, so it's a pretty good sized group. And would love to have you there too. So let's see what's going on tonight. I may have forgotten something. I don't know. Hey, you guys, I start getting everything ready about 30 minutes before the show starts. And I don't know how Microsoft does it, but they always do updates or something and screw something up. And it takes me right up to showtime to get everything all, lined back up and working. So anyway, if anybody has an alternative for computers, let me know there. I know somebody's going to say Linux.
Yeah,
they're going to say Linux. I know they are. And I can run Linux on a few things, but I can't run it on everything I've got here. All right, hey, let's jump around the room here and see what's going on. Glenn, how you doing, Glenn?
Oh, I'm doing real good now.
Yeah, why are you doing so good?
Oh, I finished the book yesterday, turned it in. So arrl's got a book and Elector's got a book, so it could be a good Christmas for you guys. You get to buy 2 Arduino books.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yep.
I'm glad. Now you'll have time. Now you'll have time for some projects, some ham radio.
Exactly. I'm clearing off the lab now and going to start playing here real soon.
All right. Hey, Glenn, I saw when you logged on there in the chat room, it said something about, are you on some kind of new high-speed internet or something?
No, why?
Same one? I just thought, that's the first time I really saw the name of your internet provider, and I thought it said something like super high giga something,
No, that may be somebody else because I'm on AT&T and I'm on the slow link.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think they haven't run new fiber or anything, and they promised me fiber, but I've got a 25 meg.
Yeah, let me see
connection.
what it says. Let me see what it says you're on here. It says you are on.
Should be AT&T.
I don't want to hit the wrong button here, and the writing is so small, man. It's so small. Open. No, I don't want to do that. Well, let me do this.
It's AT&T for now, but
yeah,
it'll be somebody else here real soon now that I got the book out of the way and can start taking things down and swapping them out. I got a brand new Windows 11 system laying on the floor here waiting to replace this one.
Well, that's good, man.
So I'm getting ready to rock and roll.
All right.
I don't have any deadline-based projects right now at all. So it's it's free-form fun now.
My new laptop came with 11 in it, and I had to Google how to turn it off. They had the off kind of hidden, so
yeah.
I had to Google that. So anyway, okay. Hey, let's. Hey, we got Mark with us tonight, and Mark is our Ohio man. He's the one with all the inside information up here, and he went to the Findlay Ohio Hamfest this weekend. We're going to talk about that in a little while. But hey, Mark, how you doing, Mark? Come in here, Mark.
Doing good. Doing good.
All right, man.
Survived the Findlay Ham Fest. It was a nice day. Not hot, not windy, not rainy. It was just really nice day.
Well, that's good. You know, the weather's starting to cool off a little bit. At least here it is. You know, it was pretty nice the last day or two when I went outside, and man, that's when you need to have these ham fests. When it's just, you know, you got sweat dripping down you, and that's not a good time to have these ham fests. I don't know, but I'm ready to go to another ham fest here. Hey, tonight we're going to give away the mastrant cable. I've got 2 people that we're going to give the mastrant $20 certificate to for the mastrant cable. We've got their names already picked here. We got several things going here. Hey, in the news, did you guys know arrl is raising their dues? They're going from $49 a year to $59 per year. And their printed editions of magazines, they're going to go up $25. So there's going to be a price increase there with arrl. I don't know when the last time they had a price increase was, but
No, it's been a long time. That's what they were talking about.
Everything eventually goes up, man. You know. Hey, Fair Radio. Fair Radio. That's up in Ohio there. Hey, is it Mark? You ever been to Fair Radio?
Many
Yeah.
times. Yeah, I've been to the radio, and I'm surprised that they're closing.
Yeah, I would love to go up there. That's surplus electronic stuff. That's my kind of store. Fair Radio is closing. The owner is retiring, so he's getting out of the business. There may be some good sales up there now. I don't know, man. If it is, hey, Mark, I want you to get a truck and just go over and buy me a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bring it down here to me. Yeah, let's see. I think that's Bill's hometown. No, that's not. No. That's in Lima. Bill's hometown. No. Bill's hometown is where the Hamfest was.
Bill's Findlay.
Yeah, Findlay. Yeah, that's Bill's. All right. Let's see. Oh, I got a note today from Jerry Gentry. You guys may know Jerry. He does microlog. And for many years, when we would do a Hamfest, we would give away microlog software as a prize. And it's logging software that Jerry developed. Jerry says he's getting too old to go to the Hamfest anymore, so he's going to retire from going to the Hamfest. And he has he's going to make the microlog software available free to anybody who wants it. And you can go to wa0h.com and get your free software. And he's got some great logging software. It has built in the Canadian, U.S., and the foreign call book is all built in it. So
wow.
If you want that free software, just go to w40h.com and you can pick that up for nothing, you know.
Isn't that WA0H?
Yeah.
Why
did I say 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's WA0H.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Sure you
know what? Yeah,
the A looks like a 4.
I see what I did. Look at this. I've got it written twice here. Let me show you my A. It's missing. Let's see where
yeah.
W4.
Yep, you're missing a leg.
I'm missing a leg on the A. That's what it was.
Well,
I knew.
Well, you know, it is Speak Like a Pirate Day, so
yeah,
you got it.
Yeah. I knew it was WA0H. I knew that. Heck, man. All right, so anyway, go to wa0h.com if you want some free logging software there. Let's see.
Heck, I'd get it for the call book alone.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger that, we would kill to get a copy of that call book because we couldn't afford it.
Yeah. When I was a novice at 16, I bought maybe one every year or so.
I bought one about once
And that
every
was just
3 or 4 years.
that was just a domestic call book. It wasn't
Yeah.
international. Wow.
Yeah, but that was about the only way you're going to get your QSL cards back
That's
then.
right. That's right, man. I tell you, QRZ was quite an invention, I think.
Absolutely.
For people
Yes.
to come up with that, man. Why didn't we think of that, Glenn?
I don't know. I think I was too busy working and stuff.
Yeah. Well, maybe so. We could have thought of that, man.
Yeah, we could have thought up lots of stuff. Heck, we could have started up Facebook and Twitter and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Why didn't we start YouTube?
Hey guys, I want to talk a minute about my satellite system. I've not been very happy with my satellite system. And I mean, I've got high-end stuff everywhere there. I've got the M squared beams out there, the cross beams. I've got the expensive Yaesu rotor. I got the 9700 radio. And each time I come here and try to work it, it's lousy. It's just not working good. And I showed you it seemed like something goes wrong every week. Last week, my antennas, one was like this and one was like this. So, when you point them, that don't work out. That's one reason, And then another time, my indicator wasn't moving. I thought the antenna wasn't moving, and so forth. And I fixed all that and thought I had that fixed. And then yesterday, I was going to work some satellite and see if how good it was going to work. And my rotor wouldn't go below about 80 degrees.
What happened?
I wouldn't go below 80 degrees. I thought, what in the world? Why am I having all these problems? Well, I've got that non-penetrating mount on my roof, and it's a pallet sitting up here with some weights on it and a tripod, right? I've got some pictures. I'll show you what I ran into, and I went up there and verified what the problem was.
So let me guess, it was off balance and tipped over.
No, it wasn't off balance. But you can imagine right here, if you look real close, you can imagine what might happen here.
Oh, the coax got hung up on the pallet.
The coax either goes in the pallet there or maybe under the corner of the pallet right there. And hey, that antenna won't come down, man. It's aiming up,
Yep. Nope. You're gonna have to.
So anyway, I went up there today. And did some work on it. Hopefully, I'm glad I left the ladder there. I got a 24-foot extension ladder, and it ain't easy to set up and take down. So it's been up for about a month now. But anyway, so I said, how am I going to keep this cable from going into those slots on that pallet? So I went to Lowe's and I bought me some of this stuff. I don't know if you can tell what this is or not. This basically is what they use on sheetrock. To put on a corner, a corner, and either an in or an outside corner. They nail it on any mud over it. Well, it's a vinyl. It's a vinyl. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to take some of this and I'm going to fix that pallet where there's no way that the cable can get stuck. And I think I got some pictures here. Let's see.
What about just taking a loop and then taping it to the mast?
Well, it already is up here, but these things swing through such a big arc that I have to have so much cable. In other words, they actually go minus 180 degrees, upside down.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, so it's just I thought about trying to hold the loop up out of the way, but then that was gonna limit me. So anyway, so I said, okay, well, I just need to put some on the edge of that. Let's see. You can see there. I curved. Let's see. I took my saw up here and I curved the edge off where it can't get under the edge anymore. And this is not a very good picture, but not a very good picture. But you can see I took this vinyl stuff and I put it across that edge right there where it's blocking all those slots where the cable to go in. So the corners around it now. I played with the coax. There's no way the corner is going to hook the cable now. it can't get into any of the slots there. So, I think I'm pretty well back in business now. That's my latest story. That's my latest story on satellite, guys. Hopefully I've got it. I don't want to keep going up here all winter, man, to work on this thing. So anyway, that was pretty cheap. Couple bucks at Lowe's to get a piece of the stuff, and got an 8-foot piece and just cut it and ran it down the pallet here. Yes, a drywall corner. Yeah, tarp wrapped around might have done it. It might have helped. Hadn't thought about that, Brent. There's probably several different ways that we could have looked at this. The tarp especially would probably have a lot of creases and folds and pockets in it, and unless I stretched it really tight and around, I didn't want it holding water. But that's a good idea. I could do that. Yeah. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat here real quick. Anybody got any other comments? Yeah.
Well, the good news is you're running out of things to go wrong.
Yeah, I really am, and boy, I'm glad that it doesn't look like I can just see myself in that rotor, nylon gears or plastic gears, and this thing is stuck, and that motor's just grinding away, man.
Yeah.
But it appears not to have caused any problem there. All right, we're going to get around to the Hamfest in just a minute.
Yeah, but if you take too much longer, I'm going to get back on the air ahead of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not that far off now.
Yeah. There's a picture from last week. You can see how the antennas weren't quite aimed the same direction, and
that was just so you could work two satellites at one time.
If somebody would put some link satellites up, that might work.
Actually, when I think Oscar 7 and 8 were first going up. Yeah. That they actually did a link between the two satellites, and so you'd go up on 7, down on 8, or vice versa. But they did have the satellite QSO thing going on, using one as like a repeater or whatnot. This was in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
But I remember they had the multi-satellite contact.
KF4HR. Yeah, I am using this little sat box, and it was calibrated properly. It's just my antenna was tied down; it wouldn't turn, and the meter stopped. The antenna couldn't come down to a horizontal or lower position in about 80 degrees. So anyway, we got it fixed, and when I first put the stuff up there, it was working pretty good. My problems I've had in the past were, the antenna's becoming loose and, getting off. And I showed you last week, there's a bracket I made. I added a second U-bolt to that long 440 beam. I put a plate under there and a second U-bolt to help hold that, because that one little clamp just was not holding that antenna. It was always moving on us there. All right. Let's talk about the Finley Ham Fest here real quick while we're at it here. And Mark, come on in here. Mark is the one that went up there and got a space, and he had a good time up there. I'm going to see if I can bring up the video. The video does not have a lot of audio to it, but there's portions there that the three of us can narrate when we see something that we like. So we're fixing to go to it. Are you ready, Mark?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, let me see if I can get this thing going here. See if I can figure out how to get it full screen. That may be too much. Let me back it down a little. I'll probably get it right there. All right, let's take a look at this thing. And hey, Glenn, if you see something you like, yeah, and I'll stop the video.
Yeah, and go back up and get it for me, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. So you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking over the rumble here.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The video goes a little fast in spots, but we're going to stop it and talk about some of the things there. It looks like the weather was nice.
Yeah. Pile of Motorola radios. Seems like every Hamfest has those.
Yeah, let's look for something here neat that we don't. Hey, see, there's a Linksys router, man. Everybody needs that. You can put.
Well, if it's got the right version on it, yeah, you can put the mesh software on it.
Yeah, yep. Looks like that guy's a book guy.
Yeah, lots of good books. I love those guys.
Oh, see, hey, I see down in the bottom center, I see a Heathkit keyer. See a Heathkit keyer there with the two.
Looks like some 6146 tubes right there in that box right at the bottom, right next to some, what is it, 4CX 250s or that style?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, right there on the bottom right.
Yeah. I got wall. Oh, this guy, he didn't even bring a table. He just puts it all out on the ground, man.
Yeah, hey, whatever works. A little bit of everything there.
The Cisco phones, the IP phones.
Cisco phones, oh yeah.
Back when I was doing the FedEx telecommunications, we were one of the first companies to go with Cisco call managers and put IP phones in around the world, and we used Cisco IP phones like that. I think a lot of people now are getting those Cisco phones, and what's the thing called? Is it some kind of ham phone, or you know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
There's a ham.
Oh yeah, there's a ham
phone service that you can.
Yeah, I cannot remember the name of it, but yeah, they're getting Cisco phones and looking at the ham call or something like that.
Yeah, you can register and get on that and
register, and everybody's got their own internet phone link.
Yeah, that's cool. The Motorola repeater, I think.
Yeah, there's a Motorola repeater. Yep.
Is this guy you're always looking at YouTube videos of?
Oh, wait, what do we got here?
Insulators.
Insulators.
$1 a piece.
Does insulator got an E or an O in it?
I think an O.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe that's why those are only a buck.
That's only a buck. Yeah, they got the. Oh, look at that nice little prototyping system.
Oh man, there's a
Variac.
Yeah, Variac.
I got one of those.
I should have bought at Huntsville. A guy had a system, some power supply he bought. It had a big Variac like that in it. He wanted $20 for the whole thing. I should have just got it.
How much?
$20.
Oh gosh, yes, you should have taken it.
I should have just picked it up just for the Variac, man.
Just for the Variac, absolutely.
Yep. All right, what do we got here? We got the TTY radios. These are
the TYTs, yeah.
Yeah, these are 220. Does it say 220 somewhere? I thought. Yeah, 220. You know, 220 is popular here in the Memphis area. I'm on 220. In fact, I think one of those radios.
Never been on 220.
It's a good little band.
One of my mobile rigs in the cars will cover that range, but it doesn't transmit, it receives.
There you go. There's your scope, man.
There's my scope. Nice
I bought me a little Tektronix scope like that last year, and it's cool.
Nice looking little scope.
Yeah. Now, hey, Mark, you set up a booth out there, but did you buy anything?
Just some odds and ends.
Yeah. Hey, we got some wrenches and oh man, we got some clamps. Let's see what we got here. I might want some of this stuff.
That one's in off rough, right?
I see. Looks like some power supplies. There's a Drake what's that, a 2B receiver? Maybe?
Hard to tell, yeah. It's one of the Drakes.
Oh, there was another box. I like those discounted boxes, man.
Oh, yeah.
$10 guy and his daughter had it. Not much on the table.
A lot of good stuff there, man.
Come back.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's some old military radios there. Oh, hey, oh man, let me back this up.
Oh, look at there. There's an S-38. Pair of them.
Let's see. I may have just broke it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Those are the old Hallicrafters
By
S-38s.
Detroit for $10. Guy and his daughter had it. Not much on the table. It said $10, and I come back. About
I know. All those, I'm sure that was the first thing that went away. I don't know why.
Lots of nice old stuff there.
I like the one here on the left, receiver.
Yeah,
on the
that's
left
like
Is that a 71
SX-101 or something around that range.
Yeah.
I mean, the story I always read was that after
SX-100, something along that older range. Maybe a 70 series. There's V and KVM cables.
Oh, got some booms.
Got some booms, yep. Handbooks. Nice radios. 705.
You know, hams always keep the boxes because we feel like we can get more for the radio in a box.
Actually, you can.
Then we what we paid for it. You know.
If you've got the box, it's worth an extra $50 to $100.
Really? Oh man.
Yes, sir. When I sold my 950,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I got top dollar because I had the boxes.
Now this guy right here.
Ooh, look at those keys.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
He had a lot of keys.
boy, I'll tell you what.
I wonder if he knows CW.
I would hope so. I bet he can send with his feet.
Probably. Oh, now, okay. I bet you. I mean, I don't know how young our people are in our group here.
Oh man, that's
I
familiar.
bet you some people don't even know what that is.
I'm trying to remember what that is.
Oh, come on.
Gosh, it's so familiar.
Come on, you know what that is. Those are insulators.
Okay. Oh, the old power line insulators.
Yeah, those are.
I'm
yeah,
not
they
used to
screw on-
seeing them in. I'm not
Yeah.
used to seeing them in clear glass. They're always been that.
Yeah, you know they
Maroon
screw
red
on.
color.
They screw on a wooden peg. You know, that's threaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. A lot of people collect stuff like that. You know, just as a collector. Yeah, Bill's got a whole pile of them. He said, you know. Yeah.
The guy that has these insulators bought them from the guy that had the other insulators.
Oh, did he?
You had to, do the the knobs. And
Looks
you
like
set
some,
it, you know,
capacitors.
challenge. And now you just push a button and the telescope looks there.
Now we're getting into just some
A friend of mine has a little one.
radios. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I like the SX71 there, kind of in the middle,
Yeah.
under the heat kit. Now
Well, you got the Heathkit 101 right above it.
now, I wish I could blow it up. Is that a 101 or is that a 100?
I think it's a 101.
Because I got the 100 when it came out. It came out right before the 101 did.
They're very similar.
They're almost
I don't
identical.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but I had a 101, and that really
Yeah.
is what the 101.
Yeah.
That's what my 101 looked exactly
Man,
like.
I like it.
It was a nice
Helicrafters.
radio. I
Yeah.
built it and I loved it.
Man, I
Should
like
never have gotten rid of it.
I like the Helicrafters SX71 there in the center.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I don't need nothing like that, but I think if I go to another ham fest, I'm gonna buy me one of those, something like that. Just
Yeah,
even if I just plug it in and play with it for 30 minutes, you know. 'Cause-
yeah. Get one that somebody's
Yep.
refurbished and everything, and put it on the air and have some fun. There's like an old timers net somewhere,
Yeah, yeah.
or an old timers
Well,
night
they'd
once a
let-
year or
they'd-
something.
They'd surely let you in that net.
Oh yeah, with that thing, absolutely yes.
Antenna analyzer. Got some MFJ stuff here.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have had fun at that Hamfest.
Thrilled with her, so she's
They got some good stuff there. You know.
They did. They did have some really nice stuff. Prices looked good too. You're making me want to go to a Hamfest again, Tom.
Yeah. Well,
Chattanooga's next month.
oh man, that's too far.
I know, but I'm almost in the mood to go.
All right, look at these repeaters there. Look at that heat sink and that fan on the end
Yeah.
of that repeater there. That is cool, man.
I had to eat a whole extra plate.
That's the paging transmit.
Was that what that
transmitters.
A whole
was?
extra plate.
So
bro.
you know that thing was key down forever. That's a fabulous price on that Daiwa
Well,
SWR meter.
Oh yeah. Well, who,
$45.
What can you do with a paging repeater?
It's just made to be continuous key down.
Huh.
That it's basically the same thing because I think all repeaters can stay key down, but that when you got a paging transmitter, it is doing nothing but sending pages 24 hours a day. So there's no rest for it.
There's another 101 or a
101?
100. I can't.
I still say that's the 101.
Oh man.
Don't make me Google what an HW100 looks like.
Well, I had one. I should know what it looks
I'm
like.
about to.
And look at the
Hang on.
price on that. The price on that sucker, $50, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know.
All right.
You know, when I sold I paid. I was in the Air Force when the 100 came out. It was $249, and that's what I paid for it. And I sold that sucker 15 or 20 years later. I got $250 for it. Same price I paid for it, man.
I'm not seeing. Actually, the 100 looks just the same
It
as
looks,
101.
I think they're pretty close. Oh man. Oh man. Let me see if I can back up just a little. I want to see this.
Okay, the main difference between the two is the 101 has a CW filter option.
And I think I put that in my 100. I think you could put it in a 100.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's really the only thing. So
Yep,
there's no
yep.
real physical difference in the front.
Yeah. And look at the Collins stuff. I may just buy me a Collins radio or two next time too, just so I can say I had one, because I always wanted one. When I went in the Air Force, they were using the KWM2s and those, and I thought, man, these are some cool rigs. And those look like they're in pretty good shape.
25.
Oh yeah.
There's like 6.2 to 23. There's a site.
There's a nice little, what's that? That's a amp by, who makes that? Somebody in the chat room, tell me who makes that amp. Is that a,
Oh, I'm on Google. I'll be there in a sec.
I forget now. That's a, oh man. I can't even think of now.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm heading back that way.
That's a Yaesu amp. Yeah.
There we go.
Look at all the equipment, man. This guy got some good
I'm
stuff.
telling
in
you,
it.
man, this was a good ham fest.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff.
I'm off lease, I'm assuming.
Tube tester.
Well, let me go back to that.
Oh, isn't that like is that a Drake VFO or
Probably.
no?
No, probably a Swan or something like that.
I can't read it,
Or,
but it's a nice little standalone VFO. It's not a Swan.
let's see. Now,
Yeah, I can't zoom in on that
I think
one.
that is a. That's not a regular tube. I think that's a picture tube tester, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that would make sense. Look at the size of the sockets.
Yeah, I think that's the adapters for the sockets.
think,
I
yeah.
remember that from my days with my uncle in the TV shop.
There we
That's
go. WD8 IOL says it's a PAL VFO.
Okay, all right, and that's a picture tube.
Yeah, a rejuvenator tester.
Yeah, rejuvenator testing.
There we go.
Off lease, I'm assuming. Off lease.
I work home office.
I don't know how they can see the details so easy on the show. I can't hardly see it here.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's good. Okay.
lots of nice stuff.
Well, we got
Yeah, I would have had a full car coming home from that one.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Because a lot of that stuff's clean. Looks like it's been refurbished. Recapped
Best
probably.
offer.
Got some good
Best
stuff.
offer.
Oh, look at that.
I wonder if it works. I'd take that home with me for sure.
I don't know, but that's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Wow. Gorgeous.
Now we're getting into some antique stuff. That's what is it? That's a 811, I think. Wire recorder.
Wire recorder. Wow. Nice.
Probably.
All right. Here at the Philly Ham Fest 2023, I'm here live, coming to you from downtown Philly, Ohio.
Yeah, I can. Bill's saying the Findlay's always a good ham fest, and I can see why. That's a lot of good stuff. I would have come home with a full SUV. There's no doubt of that.
Yep. Oh,
now we've been by because I remember seeing that.
Now we're into some more of the Heathkit stuff. Now this is their SB series, I think.
SB 401, SB 400.
But you know what? What's the difference between this and the HW 101 besides the cabinet? And I mean, they're almost identical, aren't they?
They're almost identical. I'm not going to go Googling that again, but
well, I know they get more money for it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, there's one of their later model ones with an LED display.
I mean, it's real easy to reach now, but I can't tell if I'm on up or lower.
Right. It makes it feel like a mobile display.
That looked like a heck of a station monitor or spectrum analyzer.
Monitor there.
We'll go figure out that.
There's the Heath station monitor. I think that's like the 630. Wow.
There's your novice. What is that?
There you go. That's a DX60.
Okay, there's your novice rig right there. Cool. What's he want for it? I didn't see that.
Oh, it's hard to tell. $40 maybe?
I don't know. I think he wanted as much of that as he wanted for the HW 101.
Yeah.
And so I finally calmed him down, and I told him, I said, okay, I'm not.
Yep, lots of good stuff there.
Antenna, that coil looks a little used to me.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's seen better days.
That's a lot of coil.
WD8 IOL says he bought that reel-to-reel tape recorder.
Oh, did he? Okay, cool. Now this.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Is this a Helicrafters?
It looks a little rode hard and put up wet.
Yeah, it's. I think it's
missing. It's missing a meter on the right side.
Yeah, I don't think this is a plug and play.
No. Oh, that one's going to need some help, but that could be a gorgeous radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all you fix-ems.
Now there's your tube checker.
There's the tube tester. Yep.
He's wanting a pretty good price for that. $300, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck, I almost gave away one at Dayton one year about like that. I didn't give it away. I probably got $75 so far.
Yeah. Now I picked one up at Huntsville, pretty good, pretty cheap. Probably a year-old one.
I have 80 into it. I paid 44.
A couple of the MFJ TNCs.
What is that? That's a Clegg.
Oh my word, I haven't seen a Clegg in years. Was that the 99er? I have not seen a Clegg in forever. They had one of the first synthesized 2-meter rigs.
Well, I think that is the end of our video there. Let me stop it, and we'll come back to our...
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
I would have had fun.
Well, Mark, man, it looks like it would have been a fun trip to be on, man. I didn't get to make it, man. Did you have fun up here?
Yes, it was a nice day. Lots of neat stuff to look at.
And it looks like the weather's pretty good. No, I don't see mud. I've seen green grass there.
No mud.
under there. Oh,
Did
man.
you buy anything?
Under there? Oh,
Did
man.
you buy anything?
Oh yeah, I bought a Windows tablet from somebody that I knew that was selling it, and it's like a tough book but a tough tablet. It's
Excellent.
Yeah.
good product, and bought some odds and ends, just small bits and pieces.
Yeah, I guess if you buy from someone you know, you can always beat them up if it don't work right.
Yeah. Well, you know where they live.
Yeah, you know where they live. So I think WD8 IOL was there. He bought the wire recorder, I think he said.
He said reel to reel.
Oh,
I
okay.
think there was a reel to reel
Well, let me
recorder
look
as
here.
well.
Let's see. Let's look. I bought, oh yeah, reel to reel tape. Yeah, that's what he got.
Yeah, I got
anybody
it right
else? Anybody else in the chat room that went to the Findlay Hamfest? Let us know. That was that Yaesu amp I was looking at. That it was that FL 2100. That's a nice little compact amp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's some good stuff with that one. The prices seemed right on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Those Heath prices were very good. And the rigs looked clean. Even all that older gear looked pretty clean.
Yeah, that was.
That was Hallicrafter's heaven.
I didn't see a lot of junk. You know, some of these Hamfests have a lot of junk in there. You know, I didn't see much junk.
No, all of those older Hallicrafters looked really good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to buy me one of those and get me a couple of those Collins rigs too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't have a place to put them, man. And Kathy,
I know that feeling real
Kathy's
well.
going to tell me I need to get rid of some so I have room to put something else. See, she always goes,
I mean, I was updating my shack, and it was literally I can't get anything new until I sell something because I need the shelf space.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm totally out of shelf space.
All right. Well, Mark, any other Hamfest coming up there? You gonna try to hit?
I don't think there's another one in the short term. I think there's a Fort. Yes, can't think of the name of it. It's in Indiana.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne is coming up, I think.
Yep. Well, all right. Well, Glenn, what's our next one's down here? We got anything close within 3 hours?
Trying to think. Chattanooga in October. I think there's some Nashville way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to go look.
Yeah. Well, October's gonna be out for me. But
we're kind of in a dead zone right now until Jackson in January.
Yeah. Yep. Got Fort Wayne in November. Okay. All right. Hey, let's take a quick break, and we got some more stuff coming up here. That was fun. I kind of felt like I was there, but I had the itch to buy something, but I couldn't pull it off, man. Couldn't do it, man. All right. All right. We'll be back in just a second. Explore the world of microwave with ICOM's new SHF portable, the IC905. This all-mode rig covers 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 1.2 gigs, 2.4 gigs, 5.6 gig bands, and with the optional CX10G transceiver, it will do 10 gigahertz. This transceiver also has a few industry firsts. It's the first to support the 5 major general bands from VHF to SHF. The first PoE-powered RF module designed to be at the base of the antenna to eliminate signal loss, and the first to be compatible with amateur TV and analog FM mode. Other features of the IC905 include a large 4.3-inch touchscreen, real-time high-speed spectrum scope, easy digital mode settings, high-performance GPS antennas included, full D-Star functions, SD card slot. Aim higher and enter the world of SHF. For more information, go to www.icomamerica/amateur. All right, so, hey, Mark, you say the guy that hit all the stuff on the ground was trying to give it away almost, huh?
literally trying to give it away. He had he said that he kept it. Other people kept giving him stuff basically as the various estates of the hams he knew
Yeah.
came up. They were giving it to him, and he just was overwhelmed with everything he had.
Wow. Well, a person can collect a lot of stuff over the years. I've got, I probably, I probably have at least a 14-foot U-Haul truck's worth here. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh man. Okay.
But yeah, I don't
I
think
should
there's
talk
any.
to him and take some video, is what you're saying?
What was that?
I should talk to him and go visit him and take video.
No,
Yes.
I don't. Well, I don't know. Heck,
They
I'd
come
like
up
to
with a
see it.
package.
I'd like to see it in person instead of just
Yeah,
that on
you got to
video.
rub your fingers through the dust and stuff.
Yeah.
You
All
do your
right.
carbon-14 dating by rubbing the dust.
All right, hey, let's give away the mastrant cable. I mentioned last week that we were giving away two $20 gift certificates for this mastrant non-metallic guy cable. And we've got two names here. Actually, we only wanted to give it to somebody that would use it. I didn't want Hambot to pick from the chat room, because if you're not wanting to use it, it's not good to give it away like that. So we had two people contacted me, said they were interested in it. So we've got two $20 gift certificates we're going to give away. I'll put it in the mail this week. One's going to go to Daniel Tweed, KK6VDR, Daniel Tweed. And the other one's going to go to, let's see, where is he? He must be in California. The other one's going to go to Ronnie Crane, KF4WZR. KF4WZR. He's in Horse Cave, Kentucky. I don't know how they name these cities, man. Do you think he put horses back in caves back in? No, nobody answering. I guess you don't know. I figured Glenn would know if he put
Oh,
horses
I was
in
muted.
cages.
I said I got no idea.
Oh, how about you, Mark? You guys have got some funny names up there, man. You got
Yeah, they do.
How about Horse Cave, Kentucky, man? Is that a...
It was probably cheaper to use the caves for stables than build a barn.
Well, that would be a pretty good, if it was big enough. You don't have to worry about it burning down or, a tornado, blowing it away, I guess, WB80OK, he stayed at Horse Cave before, so maybe he picked up some brochures there from Horse Cave, and maybe next week he can report back about Horse Cave, Kentucky, and see what else is going on there. All right, so that's the two winners, KK6VDR and KF4WZR. We'll get that in the mail to you this week. And let's see. We talked about the Finlay Ham Fest. I showed you my satellite predicament that I was in there. Let me give you an update on W5KB 112 113 real quick. We'll take about 2 minutes here. And let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I should know what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay. So W5KUB 113 now is just within a few days of 1 year. I think October the 6th, it will hit 1 year of flight. So we're real happy about that. There's the path that it's taken right there. It has been inching back up toward the equator. I'm hoping that it would not go north above the equator, just because we got hurricanes out there and other storms. I think it's going to stay below the equator, starting to turn back south there over Africa. So that is one W5KB 113. W5KB112, we got a report a couple weeks ago after 120 days. We know we've got a transmitter problem. It was getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and it finally went out, and it was getting erratic too. Maybe the antenna fell off. Who knows what happened to it? But the last couple reports we got, very, very weak signals, but the altitude was, 48,000 feet. It did report a couple weeks ago, it did report after about 130 days of silence. So at 455 days, we got a report that it was over Venezuela. Haven't heard from him since then, so I don't know if it's still flying or if it's finally come down. I can only guess that maybe we're still flying. Yeah, that was 455 days, and that was a few weeks ago. So we'll see. I'm looking forward every day to see if we can't, pick up another. Maybe it'll come alive, and at least we'll get one more transmission. If we can get one transmission every couple months, then we know it's still flying.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we've got. Let's see what we got here. So we've got 113 now. It's been up 348 days. And assuming that 112 is still flying, it's been up 465 days now. I can't verify that other than at 455 we got a report, and that was it. Hopefully 112 here 113 will just keep going, and it will pass the 112 flight, we hope, and get good reports. All right. So that's our story on that, and we're sticking to it right there. Let me check. What's going on in the chat room here? Anybody got anything you want to talk about?
No, they're still
tonight?
going on Horse Cave.
Horse Cave, yeah. Well, we shouldn't have brought that up too much there.
Yeah.
Near Bowling Green. I've gone through there before.
Yeah, been through there, but
yeah.
didn't stop.
Yeah. Did he? Bruce wants to know if they found a skeleton of a horse there. Yeah, hey, they might have found some skeletons of some Corvettes down in a cave here somewhere.
Yeah, hey, remember not long ago,
Yeah.
what was it, 5-6 years ago, they had that sinkhole swallow up a couple from the Corvette Museum.
And that was kind of neat, too, because it was caught on camera. It was after hours, but the security cameras caught the sinkhole opening up, and all the vets went down in a sinkhole there. Oh, man.
Yep. Yeah, Bill is saying the balloon that he launched at the Huntsville Ham Fest was found by some hams in Utah.
Yeah.
And a school in Provo is going to send it back up.
Well, that's good. Good. How the ants doing for food? I don't know. They have quite a stash of sugar cubes.
I was going to say they may have started eating each other.
We got a good stash of sugar cubes on there. We may try to send up a what do you call it? Resupply balloon.
Resupply mission, yeah.
Let's see. I also saw someone posted in our Facebook group. Somebody did a high altitude balloon, with the cameras. It was up a few hours, and they didn't recover it for two years. 2 years later, 2 years later, they found it, and the GoPro had some great pictures in it.
I believe that was a commercial weather balloon, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it was a weather balloon. Yeah, it wasn't a Pico balloon. It was a weather balloon like we launched. They went up to right at about 98,000, I think. The balloon we launched, we got up to right at 108,000, which is a lot further than I thought we would have.
Yeah, that was an impressive.
That was
flight all the way around.
That was, and man, that balloon followed the prediction path almost identical.
Absolutely perfectly, yeah. I mean, the fact that you guys, if you hadn't made the wrong turn, you probably could have stuck your hands out and caught it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, literally, you were within 100 yards of that thing. And you'll never be able to do that again, but that was just unreal.
All right. Well, hey, that's all the things I had on my list to talk about tonight.
Well, I got one more thing.
All right, let's see what you got there, Glenn, and maybe somebody will come up in the chat room with something there.
Well, the Chickasaw Amateur Radio Club and Olive Branch Amateur Radio Clubs are going to be holding Day in the Park on October 14th at the Olive Branch City Park. This is a day of fellowship, tailgating. So think of it as a miniature outdoor ham fest. We'll have operating, we'll have a card checker. We're going to be giving away door prizes. Don't even need to buy a ticket. And you got a chance for door prizes. And some of those door prizes are quite nice. Also, we'll be feeding you. Word last night is we're going to have pulled pork. So, come on down or up or whatever, but it'll be in Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is just outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And that's on October 14th from 9 to 3.
All right. Wish I could make it. That'd be a good one. At least
it's fun.
Just coming down for the food. That'd be
yeah.
that'd be
Actually,
cool.
They're actually doing some little seminar, some forums too, and I'll be doing a 30-minute Arduino forum there as well.
Okay. Well, how can you do one for just 30 minutes?
We will find a way.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have that big hook, and pull me off,
Yeah.
30 minutes in, just you're done. So yeah. But yeah. But no, it's going to be fun because we've got some Aries stuff and some solar battery power stuff, and then the Arduino. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun. Actually, I got the whole list of forums right here. Our section manager is going to be doing the opening. Then we're going to have the Mississippi Aries and Simulated Emergency Test 2024, which is a wildfire heat wave, GMRS and FRS radio, and then Arduino and solar power panels. So a lot of learning going to go on too.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We had last time we did it. Well, Tom, you were there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was last time.
We had some drone video of it.
Yeah.
And we had a couple, 100 or so people show up. So it's it's a lot of fun.
I was just looking at the things here. Let's see. Here's our 112 shirt. We might make some more 113 shirts up. We've had a lot of requests for 113. So when 113 breaks a year, we may just
that would be cool.
Get the picture. Yeah. We've got some stock photos of the crew and their craft. So we might try to get some 113.
I wouldn't mind having
1 year shirts up. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting one.
All right.
But I did a quick look, and it doesn't look like there's any ham fests outside of Chattanooga on October the 20th. Not until November, December, and those are over Atlanta way. And so I don't think there's any near us really until January.
All right. Hey, just a quick reminder, if you're interested in Hamcation tickets for Orlando, we're going to be giving away some Hamcation tickets to you. Again, we want to give it to someone that can use it. So send me an email to tom@w5kub.com, or I guess you could post it in our Facebook group, but I might not see it. So if you're interested in Hamcation tickets, we've got some tickets that we're going to be giving away, and we'll probably announce that somewhere mid-November. That'll be that'll be 3 months prior to the Ham Fest, so you won't have to worry about buying tickets there.
Yeah, I got to start thinking about airfare down there, but yeah. Orlando's one of my favorites. Orlando, Huntsville, Dayton are right up there.
Uh-huh.
You know, because Orlando's in February, and about that time of the year, you're getting tired of cold and snow and stuff. If you remember the year we flew out, we were on the same plane,
Yeah, yeah.
and they closed the airport right after we got off the ground because of snow.
I thought maybe they closed it because of the cheerleaders.
That may have been it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'd forgotten about that.
Guys, Glenn and I, we had a good time. It was a national cheerleader contest going on in Orlando, and they were all on our plane. Our plane was full of cheerleaders. In fact, when we landed, the cheerleaders took our luggage, Glenn and my luggage, to their hotel.
They stole our luggage.
They took our luggage to their hotel, and that caused some interesting delays for us. And then I think COVID might have hit or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that was right around COVID
man,
time.
we came back. Then I went on right there. I think that Sunday we took a cruise.
You went on a cruise.
We took a cruise and came back, and man, COVID was just getting bad everywhere there. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was the last Hamfest before COVID.
All right. Anybody interested in making some, just to get a group together on HF, you know, calling it a Roundtable hangout or something where we can, maybe we pick maybe like a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon, and we try to get our group together on HF, not a net, you know, but just a kind of a roundtable type thing. Anybody interested in wanting to try to do that? And if you are, and maybe even you want to help me, we did a net. We used to do a net right before the show, but that took too much of my time in getting ready for the show, and I had to stop it. So, but I would like to get back on HF and start talking to you guys.
Yeah, Larry is saying Crowley's Ridge is on October 21st.
That's the one up north around Turl or somewhere. Yeah,
I'm Googling it now.
that's the one we went to up near Turl, if you remember. Truman. Up near Truman.
Okay. Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, yeah. So when I hear Crowley's Ridge, I think of like Forest City. That's, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, Saturday, October
yeah.
21st,
Yeah, but
8 to noon.
But
in
Crowley's
Truman.
Ridge is, you know, it's 30 miles from here, and it's a ridge that goes
Let
up
me
through
print that
Arkansas.
one. I may run up to that one.
Yeah, when is it again?
Saturday, October 21st, from 8 till noon.
I'll probably get my second eye put in about then, so I doubt
Yeah.
I can go, man. But Crowley's
I'm
Ridge,
more than likely going to go.
yeah, Crowley's Ridge just kind of goes north up through there, and it goes on up to Truman and around. And guys, that Crowley's Ridge, that's over in Arkansas, just on the other side of Memphis here. Crowley's Ridge used to be under the ocean, guys. There, you can find all kinds of seashells and shells and different things all over the ground on Crowley's Ridge. So it's amazing how that used to be under the ocean, you know.
And then he says Morrilton. Larry, when is Morrilton?
Morrilton. Yeah.
Morrilton.
Well, I know where Morrilton is, but Morrilton is kind of in between Little Rock and Russellville, where I went to college over there. I wouldn't mind going to that. Russellville has their Hamfest. I think it'll be Russellville Hamfest.
Morrilton is October 14th. That's the same day as Day in the Park.
Yeah. Russellville will be having their Hamfest again around February or early March. I'm going to try to go over to that.
Yeah, Larry, that's the same day as the Day in the Park here in Memphis, so not going to get a lot of folks over that way from here.
Yeah, Russellville's going to be doing theirs in Dardanelle. That's across the Arkansas River. So that'll be cool. All right. You know, nobody commented if they wanted to get on HF and have a group together. Maybe nobody wants to do that.
Well, my station is still sort of down and needs to be put all back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's October 28th in Kirkwood, Missouri.
Is that the Halloween Hamfest?
Yeah, let's see where that one is.
Kirkwood. That may be a long ways, man. I don't know.
Let's see. We're
Map
about
it
to
out,
find
Glenn.
out.
Map it out. Where's Kirkwood?
I'm looking.
I'll tell you, Mark there. Mark usually knows where all these places are. He ain't saying nothing though.
Suburb of St. Louis.
Well, that's 300 miles from
About
here.
a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, that's 300 miles.
Oh, there's also the, think it's January, the one across Collinsville,
Collinsville.
Illinois. It's right across the river from St. Louis.
Oh.
And I remember I did a forum there one year. Joe Eisenberg and I went over to Micro Center, and that's where I bought my first Raspberry Pi Pico.
Okay. NARC Fest.
Yeah. Then N7XGR wants to know what day of the week and time for HF.
I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm retired, guys. I can do it any time, but I'm thinking, maybe we ought to keep it on Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday
afternoon.
or Sunday, and I might be able to make it
Saturday or Sunday afternoon. We'll put it in the general band so we get the most people that can participate. So I'm throwing out.
If it's during the week, I may or may not be able to get in.
I'm throwing out Saturday or Sunday afternoon for a get together. Now, what band do we do it on? Do we do it on multiple bands? Do we, maybe 40 and 20? I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be out of range on both bands to you.
I don't know. Well,
it would be questionable.
40. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Well, we can always, connect a cell phone between me and you. I can hear you that way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hazard, Kentucky. Sundays for NASCAR, he said. Okay, well, we got old Russ there. He's a NASCAR guy. By the way, Russ sent a picture in of you and the cat there working your computer or something. I should have got that. I don't have it with me, but I'll have to find that.
What, me?
He sent it in for you. Let me see.
Was that?
You may have seen it.
That's KD5PUR. That's
no.
No,
it was a different one. Russ sent it in. I can probably pull it up here real quick. I think he posted it in the group here. Let me check real quick. What in the world? Maybe he didn't post it.
There you go. N7XGR is saying Saturday 40 meters around 6:30 to 7:30.
6:30. Okay, let me write this down. 6:30 to 7:30. 40 meters. How about let's put it on? Let's say the frequency is 7180. How about anybody got any complaints? 7180. That's in the general band right above where the general band starts. 7180 from 6:30 to 7:30 on.
Now is that morning or evening?
Oh, wait, was that Saturday or Sunday? I forget. That was Saturday.
Saturday.
Well, 6:30 to 7:30.
I'm going to have to get the cobweb put back together to get 40.
6:30 to 7:30. I'm hoping it's evening because I'm not going to be up that early.
If it's a Saturday, I'm sleeping in.
Yeah. No, not in the morning, man. Hope not. If it is, somebody call it and let me know how it went.
Yeah. No, I got to get my cobweb restrung before I can get on 40.
Yeah.
It's on the list of things to do now that the book's out of the way, though. So I'll really get stuff done here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, Montgomery, Alabama's got one coming up.
November 11th. That's still a long ways, though. That's further than Chattanooga, technically, because you got to drive to Birmingham and then south. That's about a 5-hour.
I hate to drive to some of these places and be, a real small one.
That's a little bit far, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
well, that Finlay, it looked
the
pretty
Crowley's
good.
Ridge look, that's one worth doing.
Yeah. Well, I can't find it. I can't find what Russ sent me. I don't know where it was. Might find it here. Let me see.
But for me right now, it's, I got to get caught up from literally a year and a half of writing. So no deadlines, no nothing now. So now it's put my shack back together, play, create some new projects, and just have some fun for a little while and get ready to retire. I've been saying that for how long?
Long enough, man. I'm glad you got that thing out of the way.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah. Well, that was starting to wear me down.
Starting to wear me down.
All that
What
work
are you
you're
talking
doing.
about?
All that work, man.
Yeah, just hearing me talk about it, huh?
Yeah.
Tried doing it, man. When I got those last few words put down on paper, I was like, I can't believe I'm done.
All right. Well, let's make a little announcement here. We haven't said anything in the last hour or so for our listeners out there. Guys, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable. It's a show about ham radio, shortwave electronics, cats, and other things. And would love to hear from you. Send us an email to tom@w5kub.com and let us know how you're hearing the station. The station is up in Monticello, Maine. If you're listening on 7490, you're listening on Thursday between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time on 7490. The transmitter is up in Maine, on the border of Canada and Maine. So it's in Monticello. Not a very high power. I think the transmitter is probably a 50,000 watt transmitter, relatively low power, but we have fun being on there. You can join us on our live video show on Tuesdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time, 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time, just by going to w5kub.com. And if you will, click that subscribe button. I know some of you don't know where it is, so I'll help you out. There it is right there. Click the subscribe button. We'd really like you to do that for us. That'll help us a lot. And join our Facebook group. It's called W5KUB. Just do a search for W5KUB, and you will get it. And for you latecomers that just came in tonight, as I mentioned, Jerry Gentry from Microlog is retiring. WA0H is retiring, and he used to donate some contact, a logbook software for us to give away on the show. It's called Microlog. It has the Canadian, U.S., and the foreign call books built in it. He is retiring, and he's turning this software into a free software. And if anybody wants the Microlog software by WA0H, you can go to wa0h.com and download it for free, and you'll have you some great logging software there.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, let's see. Hello, Denise out there. Calls building away. Texoma, Hamarama, Ardmore, Oklahoma. Hey, I might like to go to that, Ardmore.
Yeah. Now, I've been to the one in Nixa, Missouri. That was kind of nice.
I used to know where Ardmore, Oklahoma was. I was in the Air Force. I was stationed in Altus, Oklahoma, and Ardmore rings a bell. I think it was near there somewhere, near Altus, Oklahoma, probably. I don't know, maybe not, but I do remember Ardmore, Oklahoma there. That might be cool. Get over that way sometime. See the old place that
There you go. Yeah.
I used to be. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show tonight. It's almost popcorn time,
Amen.
and we appreciate everybody that's tuned in. We thank you. Let's see. So we will we'll edit the music off of this, and it will be on our YouTube channel. You can always watch all of our shows on our YouTube channel, W5KUB. Anytime. We have been, I don't know, 50 times. We probably got nearly 500 or more shows recorded. You know, we've been on in February. I think February will be 10 years that the show has been on for 10 years. So 52 weeks a year times 10 years, that's 520 shows. I bet you we haven't missed 20 out of the 520.
No, probably not. More like 10.
Yeah. So, you know, you can find all the shows there. It's kind of fun to go back and look at some of these shows like in February of 2013. Man, the quality was pretty bad back then. Man, it was pretty bad. So anyway, we had a lot of fun back then. The show has grown a lot since then. And
yeah, I mean, heck, that means I got in when you had just started.
Yeah, yep.
Because it was like 2014, 2015 when I started, when I did that 3-hour show.
All right, Bruce says from Altus, you go east to I-35.
I-35, yep.
Let's see.
Niece is needing QSOs on 21053 CW.
21053.
Begging to be on there tomorrow anytime.
All right. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm working, so can't help you.
All right.
And my 15-meter antenna's down. The pine trees took out virtually every wire on the cobweb.
All right, and let's see. Additionally, is that a word? Additionally, you can on your phone, you can go to any of your podcast carriers out there, and you can find our show. It's called Amateur Radio Roundtable. You might be able to search for W5KUB on the podcast to find it, but you may have to search for Amateur Radio Roundtable. We're on iTunes and Google Play, iNet Radio. We're on all the carriers out there for podcast. And I think I saw a note from them the other day. We just hit our 100,000th downloads.
Wow.
Somebody just downloaded us 100,000 times. And I don't think you have to download it. I think you can just listen to it online there if you want to. So I don't know how many people actually are listening to our podcast. But we've had about 100,000 downloads, plus anybody that listened to it without downloading it. And occasionally I'll get a email from someone. So, hey, if you're listening out there on a podcast, we don't know how many's listening out there. Send me an email to tom@w5kub.com, tom@w5kub. And I tell you guys, we on our audio podcast, you may have noticed a little difference. A lot of times we don't have a full 2-hour show, so we leave the pre-show music, the 30 minutes of pre-show music on. So if you go to one of the podcasts, you're going to hear our pre-show music for the first half hour. If you don't like the music, just fast forward about 30 minutes into, and you'll pick up where the show starts. Let's see. All right, Bruce said Ardmore's north of the Texas-Oklahoma state line. Yep, I know about where it is now. Altus is right down here on the state line. I think the Red River separates us from Texas when I was down there. And that was kind of a cool place to be. We were out in Tornado Alley, kind of out there. I think we had 21 tornadoes one night.
Wow.
Out there, and it was interesting. The guy on the radio said we were turning the sirens off to let them cool. That was kind of I never heard that before.
No.
On the radio, but they were letting the sirens cool. And the next day, my neighbor dug a hole in the ground. Like, I don't know, maybe 6 foot square hole in the ground, and he put sheetrock in and 2x4 bracing, and he poured in some concrete walls. He didn't get good bracing in here because the walls kind of curved in a little bit, when he went in there to take the bracing out and the plywood out. But still, he made him a concrete hole in the ground to get in, and
can't say I blame him.
Yeah, so that was some good times out in Altus. No trees really out there. The tumbleweed would just go across the yard back there, and I had a 18 AVQ vertical ground mounted in the backyard and a drippy water hose, and we put that water hose right there at the base of the antenna, and it always kept the base of the antenna really moist, and we had a nice green circle of grass right at the base of that antenna. So people looking at it might have thought that the antenna had something to do with green grass there, because all the other grass was dead pretty much. Yeah. That's our story for Altus, Oklahoma, and I'm sticking to it. All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. Let's say good night to everybody. Thanks for joining us on here. We'll see you next week, and have a nice week. Don't forget to come back, and I'll say 73. What are you going to say, Glenn? You going to say 73s?
No, sir. It's 73.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the
Always
guy
been 73 to me.
The guy invented it. What's his name? Old
Percy Maxim.
Yeah, Percy.
Hiram Maxim.
Percy. He signed all his QSL cards 73s with a apostrophe S.
Well, then maybe we've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, you're going against the inventor of the 73s. So.
I'm just going to say pick one, be happy with it, and don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. All right, good night, guys. 73 to you. 73s to all you guys that want to hear that, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week. We'll say over and out 10-4, and
there you go. Yeah.
Do you remember a show on TV called Highway Patrol?
Oh gosh, yes.
You remember?
Yes.
You remember Broderick Crawford?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember what his call letters were on the radio?
Oh gosh, no.
2150. 2150 to headquarters.
Nope.
You would have thought they could give him, if he's on a TV star, you thought they could give him a number like 1 or something,
Yeah.
But no,
I was a Sky King kid.
Oh yeah, I love Sky King too. Penny, and what was the plane called?
Oh gosh, I don't remember that.
Penny and Sky King, and oh man, the plane was called something.
Oh, I can look that up real quick.
Plane was called something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Bird song.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. We got some guys in the chat room that are pretty smart here. Bird song. Yeah. I remember one. I remember one where Sky King, he was transporting some nitroglycerin in his plane, and he taught everybody how holding it, is the best shock absorber you can have. You hold that nitroglycerin while you're flying. Anybody see that show?
No, I don't remember it. I mean,
the nitroglycerin show.
I was just a little kid at that point.
I can't remember too many of them. Seemed like he always got in trouble somewhere with somebody with guns.
Yep.
Yeah, but he always came out ahead. Yeah.
Yep. We had all sorts of crazy shows back then.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
Right. All right, Mark P., thanks for being with us. Everybody, thank you. We're gonna turn the video off.
Yep. Good night.
Car 54, where are you? Yep. we're gonna terminate the video here. 3,